there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking Nelly and Ashanti. We're talking about Nelly getting arrested and some updates. Pop Damali, I'm sweating. Woo! Pop Damali, I'm sweating. That's like instantly that came to mind. Because apparently ecstasy was found, aka Molly, you guys. And so we're going to talk about it because there is an update today from Nelly's attorney, and we're going to get into it. So it says that the attorney now is casting doubt on the charges. Rapper Nelly was arrested early Wednesday in a St. Louis area casino, and the Missouri Highway Patrol said an officer found 4 illegal ecstasy pills on him. The rapper's attorney said an overzealous officer targeted him and conducted an improper search. The arrest occurred about 4:45 a.m. and Nelly, 49, was held and then released by police in Maryland Heights, Missouri, the patrol said in a brief online report. The St. Louis suburb is home to the Hollywood Casino and Hotel, and Nelly's attorney Scott Rosenblum said in a statement Wednesday evening that the rapper, who grew up in the area, visits it frequently. Online Missouri court records show that Nelly, whose birth name is Cornell Haynes II, was cited in June 2018 in Maryland Heights with operating a vehicle without proper proof of insurance. A judge issued a warrant in December 2023, and it remained outstanding. Rosenblum said Nelly had won several casino jackpots, and when he sought to collect them, the officer who would have supervised the transaction needlessly ran a search for warrants. Once the officer found the outstanding warrant, he cuffed Nelly's hands behind his back and felt compelled to parade him through the casino in front of other customers, Rosenblum said. Nelly's attorney called what the officer found alleged ecstasy, and the officer did not have probable cause to justify searching him. Nelly wasn't notified of the warrant and didn't know about it, Rosenblum said. I am 100% confident this case will go nowhere, Rosenblum said, and we will be asking for an inquiry into this officer's conduct. The Highway Patrol's report provided no details about their arrest, and Maryland Heights police did not respond to a call Wednesday seeking comment. Rosenblum said that in similar circumstances, any other citizen would have been told to address it and allowed to go on their way. Nelly, a 3-time Grammy Award winner, is known for hits like Hot in Her and Just a Dream. He has had 4 #1 hits and received 9 Billboard Music Awards. He recently wrapped up a series of performances with Janet Jackson as a special guest on her tour. Well, he was the opening act. He won a Grammy Award in 2002 for the rap song collaboration and Best Male Solo Rap Performance, and his Nellyville was nominated that year for both Best Rapped Album and Album of the Year. He also won a Grammy the following year for Best Rap Performance by a duo or group, the following year for Shake Your Tail Feather. Beyond his recording career, Nelly has appeared in a number of films and television series, including the sports film The Longest Yard and a BET reality series featuring his family. The artist announced in April he was engaged to singer-actress Ashanti, and the pair is expecting a baby. In April 2015, Nelly was arrested and faced felony charges in Tennessee after a bus he was traveling in was pulled over in East Nashville by the Tennessee Highway Patrol. He later pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge and was able to have his record expunged after less than a year of probation. Nelly was also arrested in October 2017 in Auburn, Washington, south of Seattle, after a woman alleged he had SA heard on his tour bus. Rosenblum said then that the allegations were fabricated. The woman sued Nelly, who countersued, and they settled their legal claims in September of 2018. Nonetheless, you guys, here's the thing. You know, I know some people, they are in love with the spin the block culture. Some people are nostalgic and they think this is the early 2000s with the height of Nelly and Ashanti mania, pre-social media and all of the things. But I never liked any of it, you guys. I literally have videos that I never made public dragging this union because I knew this was going to happen. And we can talk about whether or not the cop was in the right or the wrong or whatever, but even with Nelly being arrested, there was still Molly found on him, you guys. 4 Molly pills. He looks high as a kite in the mugshot, you guys. So again,
My issue is this. You have a pregnant wife who is due any day now. It's clear she had some type of gathering of sorts with her family recently that you were nowhere to be found because you were sitting in jail for being stupid, right? But nonetheless, I'm going to need these celebrities to get it together. How do you not know that there's a warrant out for your arrest? And how do you not know, since you live in Missouri and you're always out in the casino supposedly, that you have no idea that there's been a warrant out for your arrest all this time? Since 2018 or whatever, right? Make it make sense. Make it make sense to me, you guys. But nonetheless, this is not a good look. This is not a conspiracy to take Nelly down or all these things. Here's the thing. He has a history, guys, of, various charges relating to DRUGS, you guys. And the SA allegations, you guys. This isn't Nelly's first rodeo. So when you guys were hyping up Nelly and Ashanti and calling them couple goals and all these things, I said, Are we just going to forget about the Nelly that we keep seeing in the news for various arrests and lawsuits? Are we just going to ignore that Nelly? Are we going to ignore the Nelly who looked high as a kite on stage, looked like he was having an exorcism one of the times on stage? Are we going to ignore the inappropriate time on stage where there was a preteen on stage and it was an inappropriate encounter that Nelly had on stage in front of thousands of fans at a concert? Are we just going to ignore these things because you like how Nelly and Ashanti look as a couple? Like, we have to be adults here and we have to be serious here, and it doesn't matter how successful you are or how much money you have and all these things. If you have demons, if you have issues, whether it is your mental health, whether it is substance abuse, whatever your vice is, if it is not taken care of, if you do not go through the proper rehab and, go away with that life for good, it is always going to rear its ugly head. And Nelly, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to give a crap about his pregnant wife and kid, and he's also a grandfather, because he's out here doing Molly at the casino. For what? What is going on, Nelly, that you have to pop Molly and act like this, right? And be irresponsible, right? But here's my thing. You're from Missouri. You know how things go in Missouri. You know how things go down in Missouri, especially as it pertains to the police, right? So nonetheless, I'm going to need you guys to get it together and be like, oh my gosh, he was wrong and this and that. But here's the thing. Even if he was wrong, you still had drugs on you. You still had Molly on you. So nonetheless, you were not in your right frame of mind to begin with. You look high as a kite. Your eyes are completely glossed and all of these things. Why? What is going on? And again, why are we not out with Ashanti and her family as she's due any day now? And you're out here in these streets. For what? But again, I could never get behind this reunion, this spin the block. It's one thing if, Ashanti just wanted to just, spin the block, have a sneaky link for a little bit, and then move on with her life. That's one thing. But to be married to Nelly after all of the allegations and the lawsuits and arrests since you guys had last been together, no. And this is embarrassing. And you guys are supposedly filming a reality show too? No. You got to put the kibosh on this because things are going to get a lot worse, right? And nonetheless, some of you may not remember, some of you may have been too young at the time, but this was not, people thought Ashanti and Nelly were cute. But after so many years, if this was the situation now in 2024 with as long as they were together back then and there was no engagement, there was no wedding in sight, guess who would have been called a pick-me? Guess who would have been called a pick-me who is wasting their best years on somebody who refuses to commit to them, right? Please do not, let's not do the 180 now because you like how cute they look together. But this isn't cute. Getting arrested isn't cute, you guys. And having a history of being arrested isn't cute. And again, gambling with money, which allegedly was one of the reasons you and Ashanti broke up with in the first place, was because you allegedly owed her money to the tune of 6 figures, allegedly. But again, what has changed, you guys, from the early 2000s is what I want to know as it pertains to Nelly. What has changed? The only thing that, happened for him was he got a career resurgence after being on Dancing with the Stars. And all of these things opened up for him. He was going on major tours and all of these things. But outside of that, you guys, what has changed? Because it still brought more issues. It still brought more arrests. It still brought, DRUGS being found on the tour bus, and now DRUGS being found on his person at the casino. For what? And how do we not know that the people saw you completely high as a kite at the casino and thought you needed to settle down and thought you were out of control? How do we not know, right? Well, the math is not mathing with this story, number one. But the fact of the matter is, you still had Molly on you when it's all said and done. You still look high in your mugshot. So you needed to be sat down either way, Nelly. Because whatever decisions you're making is not the right one and is not setting the right examples for your children, for your grandchild, and your new wife, right? It's not a good look. How are you supposed to be mature? You're 50 years old, still doing stuff that you were doing in your 20s. For what? For what, Nelly? You are too old to be pulling this type of foolishness. You should know better by now. But no, everybody thinks they're invisible. Everybody thinks that, if I'm a celebrity, I'm going to get away with whatever. Do you know who I am? Even the attorney is saying confidently, this case is going to go away, right? Nelly was wrongfully arrested, but wants to ignore that there still was drugs in his possession. Make it make sense. It's the audacity for me. It's the entitlement for me. But either way, you guys, this is not a good look. This is nothing to celebrate about. We can argue back and forth till the cows go home on whether or not the police was in the right to arrest Nelly or not. How he doesn't know that he had a warrant out for his arrest for a town he's from and lives in and frequents all the time is beyond me. But nonetheless, you would think with all of the history that you've been having as in recent years, with all of these arrests, with all these lawsuits, and you looking high as a kite on stage and looking delirious on stage and everything else, that people are not going to come after you. And people are not going to find ways to take you down. It is completely ignorant to think otherwise. But I'm going to need you guys to get it together. Because this isn't it. And again, I would put the kibosh on the reality show, you guys, if I was Nelly and Ashanti. Because this is not it. This is nothing to be celebrated. There is no reason to be hyping up an arrest. There is no reason to be gaining clout off of an arrest or getting street cred off of an arrest. No. There is some severe problems here, Nelly. There are severe problems here. You have not grown up. You have not matured. You are not setting a proper example for your kids and grandchild and your new wife that, you supposedly are a new man for, right? But it looks like nothing has changed, right? Nothing has changed at all. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.